Hi, I'm Katrina. Welcome to David Lloyd. I am the group exercise coordinator here at David Lloyd in Edinburgh. That means that I look after the group exercise classes, I teach classes, I look after the timetable, make sure all the classes are nice and busy, really. David Lloyd themselves got in excess of 80 centres across the UK, one of the biggest fitness providers and leisure centres in the UK. We actually have two here in Edinburgh. We're a very family-orientated club, so we literally, from babies until whatever age you can still exercise, basically. This is a complete leisure centre, so it's a tennis centre. We have tennis courts, indoor and outdoor tennis courts. We have two swimming pools, an indoor and outdoor swimming pool. Obviously there's a lovely club lounge for sit around and have a nice cup of coffee with friends or family. There are kids studios, there's a creche, and we have 3 group exercise studios beside our very large gym. We have music in our club room, just as a background relaxation feel. We have ambient music running where the pool is. There's a nice spa area, so it's just sort of background calming music. Up the stair, obviously, in the gym, not quite so calming music. It's a little louder, it's a little bit more motivating. And in the 3 studios, the music will depend on what the workout is. So we have a mind and body studio, and obviously that's more ambient, relaxing music. And then a cycling studio, which will vary, but it's generally loud and pumping to make you do that workout. And then our main studio, which is a mixture of things, really. And the music varies depending on what the workouts are. It's a hugely important part of what we do, particularly as a centre like ourselves, because we use it in lots of different ways. So it helps create the mood and it helps create the atmosphere. So sometimes it just helps you relax and stop thinking, and other times it drives you and motivates you to work a little harder. And there's no doubt that when we're on a bike, a stationary bike, not going really very far, you really need something to work with and just make it a bit more motivational, I suppose. We're based up in the gym, so there's music there all the time. So there's music in the gym and there's music in the studios. It can lighten the moods. We can have a little sing-along. It just means that you can sort of switch off very slightly. And other places as well, when there's background music, it just can make you feel a bit more relaxed. The music that's picked is very deliberate. It's picked because it sounds good when you're picking up weights, and it works well when you're trying to do a speed track in cycling. We do have instructors that provide some of their own music. They use other products, from downloads from Power Music or something like that. The same with the yoga and Tai Chi and things. They will provide their own background ambient music that they want, that feels that they fit the class a little better. So really, it's really important that we match our music to what we do and what the feel is. If you want to feel like you're lifting heavy weights, the music's got to match that. It's not going to be Adele. If you take things like Zumba, it's nearly all in Spanish, they might not know it, but when you put a song on that they do know, a pop chart song, you can just see the room completely change because they know that song and they're off and running and singing and jumping around a little higher. So it's not always the case, and obviously as everyone gets a little bit older and maybe they don't know the chart music and everything, it just needs to match what your workout is. But certainly when people tap into songs that they know and love, it can make a big difference to their workouts. I think it's really important for classes to have the right sort of music. If people go along to a class where they didn't quite get the right music, where the music wasn't really matching, where someone has attempted to do a cycling class and just put music on in the background, for instance, which does happen, they may come away with the feeling that they've not had a great workout, but they don't know why. And they don't know that it was actually because the music wasn't driving them there. The instructor may have been fantastic, but the music didn't help. So that's not something that we would encourage to do. We want the music to be an important part of what we do. so that it makes the classes even better. People will tap into it, they'll feel it, even if they don't know that they're actually doing that. Usually if we've had one, I've got a track just now actually in my cycling class, and if we have one big track that people know, and you know, it's just gets them where they want to do, and they finish the class and say, oh, I loved that, and I love that last track. They might not know what is, but it's just, you know, took them to where they wanted to go. We do quite a lot of family events, so you know, fireworks and in charity events, you know, and things like that. And quite often we've brought people in just playing acoustic guitar or electric guitar, a little bit of background singing. It just helps create a little bit of atmosphere. The kids love it because they get up and have a little dance, and you know, mums and dads enjoy it, they have a little sing along. It's not loud and it's not rock and roll, it just creates something else, you know, and it was a nice feel. We are a very, it sounds a bit daft, but it's like we're a clubby club. We like people to come in and sit down and enjoy their time here, apart from their workouts and everything else. So the fact that we are a family club, that's quite an important thing for us, to get together, have a little event, you know, have something to eat and maybe a little sing song.